In the previous class, we go through of some of the problems. We'll continue with the problems of Module 4, the first part of the Module 4, the problems. The next problem here it is given a rectangular loop in the xy plane with the sides of B1 and B2 carrying a current I lies in the uniform magnetic field. The field is given here is of B is of B bx into ax you can write, or else ax into bx you can write, plus ay into by plus az into bz. Determine the force and also torque on the loop. It's like a derivation part we have to go with. What they asked for this rectangular loop where it is having where it is placed in xy plane and with the uniform magnetic field B. Based on this we have to find what is the force and the torque of this loop. The diagram for this it's going to be like this, where our rectangular loop it's there with the sides of B1 and B2. This is B2 and here it is of a B1, and the current it is flowing throughout is of I, and the sides are taken here as 1, 2, 3 and also for the 4. This is a 3 and this is a 4. Then sides 1 and 3, this side 1 and side 3. For length B1 it's taken, and for length of, and it is parallel to the y-axis, where it is having it is parallel to the y-axis. Then sides of 2 and 4 are of a length it's taken as B2 and parallel to the x-axis, what it is there in the figure, the same thing it is written. The origin at the center of the loop where it is placed. Then the vector force on side 1, we will be considering the force on each side, then force on torque on each side, then taking the total of all the 4, then we are telling what is the total force. So first is we have to find the force on one side, second, third and fourth, all the 4. Therefore the vector force on side 1 is going to be F1 is, we know that I into L into B, here it is going to be taken as D L1 with the length of, for this L1 cross with B. Then what is B? It's given for us, it is for hole, that you have to substitute as it is. Then I into this, what is the force which is taken? It is towards the, where is our side 1 is parallel to y-axis. For that reason we have to take here as B1. The side what it is taken is of a length is of B1 into AY you have to take. Then cross with the hole. Then if I go with the simplifying this, you can go with the determinant form. Then you can solve for this. It will be easy for us. Here it is substituting directly, that you are writing here. That is going to be equals to I into B1. This is then into minus BX AZ minus BZ into AX you will be getting off. Then that is going to be I into B1 BZ. This minus negative sign it's taken outside. So for BZ AX minus BX AZ you will be getting off. Then for vector force on side 2 is given by, in the same way what we taken the previously, that we have to take here also. Then side 2 is going to be I into DL2 cross with B1. Again go for, here it is of DL2 at side 2 it's taking, means of this direction. For that reason it's going to be a minus B2 AX, it is a parallel to AX for that reason, into B is as it is. Again go for determinant, then it will be getting as minus I into B2 BY AZ minus BY AY. Then we can write here as minus I B2 minus BZ into AY plus BY into AZ. Then at side 4 is side 3 we are going to take. Same way, what is we going for? You have to go on substituting for F1 and F2 and also F3, and in the same way for the F4 also. Then what you have to do? You have to add all the 4 equations. Then what you will be getting? You will be getting as total force, that is F is going to be F1 plus F2 plus F3 plus F4. Then substitute in the equation, then at lastly you will getting as 0 only. What it is indicating, force is 0 means it's not required any force, so that you can moving the particle. Then what about the total torque is going to be, total torque on a rectangular loop can be obtained by choosing the origin of the torque at the center of the loop. Hence the total torque is going to be given as T is going to be T1 plus T2 plus T3 plus T4. First you have to find what is T1 here. It's going to be R1 cross with F1, where that's going to be equals to R1 is going to be B2 divided by 2 AX cross with F1. In the previously we calculated what is our F1, that you have to substitute here. I B1 BZ AX minus BX AZ. Then let's go for solving this. You will be getting as I into B1 B2 divided by 2 divided by multiplying with BX into AX. In the same way for the T2, T3 and also for the T4. If you understood one part, then it will be easy for calculating of the all the remaining. Therefore, what you have to do? We have to add of all. Therefore, total T is going to be, just you substitute T1, T2, T3 and T4 in the equation. Then go on solving for this. You will be getting as I B1 B2 minus BY AX plus BX AY. You will be getting off. Then alternatively, to the total found we can use by using the equation, that is T is going to be equals to I into ds cross with B. Now the loop what we are going to be considering is of xy plane with the dimensions of side B1 and B2. Therefore ds is going to be now B1 B2 into AZ, which is not we considering in that part, that is x and y are parallel to the sides. The remaining of the next coordinate system is of AZ, that you have to take here. Then let I be the current, then the total torque is going to be I B1 B2 AZ cross with B, that is BX AX plus BY AY plus BZ AZ. Then go with the cross product here. Then you will be getting as I into B1 B2 minus BY AX plus BX AY. You can go with the finding of the whole thing, or else directly you can use of this equation. It will be easy for you. You can, I think you can go with this part. It will be easy. Directly you will be getting the same answer only. The next question is of a rectangular loop of in Z is going to be equals to 0 plane, has corners at 0 0, 0 0 and 1 0 0, 1 2 0 and 0 2 0. The loop carries a current of 5 amps in AX direction. Find the total force and the torque on the loop produced by the magnetic field. B is going to be equals to 2AX plus 2AY minus 4AZ Webers per meter square. The rectangular loop, if based on the given parameters, it will be like this, where our X is 1 unit, then our B is, its X is 1 and B is in Y way, in Y direction, it is 2, 0 and here it is of 0, 2, 0. Almost you see this and this will remain same when it is going for rectangular loop, and origin will be 0 zeros only. Then the current what is flowing is of the given as 5 amps. Then the B value is given as 2AX plus 2AY minus 4AZ. Then the force on OA, what it is there, FOA is going to be equals to minus I integration with B cross DL, where it is in this direction of AX, X direction. For that reason, minus current is I, where our integration is changing from X to 0 to 1, 2AX plus 2AY minus 4AZ cross with DX, AX. Then that's going to be equals to, instead of DL, we are going to take in the X direction. For that reason, DX into AX. Then go for solving this. AX cross with AX is going to be 0 and AX with AY is going to give as AZ. Then AZ into AX is given as AY. Based on that, we are writing the values here. Okay. Then here it is going to be AY AX is going to give as a minus AZ. I hope you remember the basic form equations of these. That's going to be equals to what? Here it is, go for integration with two integrations for this part also and this part also. 5 into 2, it's going to be 10. Integration 0 to 1 dx az plus 4 5 20 integration 0 to 1 dx into ay. Therefore you'll be getting as, after integration, limit is 1 only, directly you can write here as 10 az plus 20 ay newtons, the force what we are getting. Or else you can write it in terms of a sequence way. That for that reason it is written as 20 ay plus 10 az newtons. Then force on side A, B means for each side you have to find out what is the force. Hope you got the first part. Yes, no? Understood? Able to listen?
Yes, ma'am.
You should answer no, what I should think. Many times I will ask whether you understood or not. No one will tell yes or no. So we will be continuing further. Okay, if you understood the first part, in the second, again at side baby, it's a simple. Go for with a, where substitute for I, B we already given. Here the DL is be changing as dy into ay, and the limit is going to be changing here with respect to y, because it is here. Then go for the same process, go for integration. You will be getting at side force at AB is going to be given as, you will be getting as minus 40 AX minus 20 AZ newtons. In the same way, go for with the side BC at this side. Here AB is parallel to Y, for that reason here it is taken as dy into AY. Then again our BC is parallel to our AX. For that reason again here instead of DL I will be taking as DX into AX, and the limit is going to be, observe here, when I am going to take here from X, where what it is varying from 1 to 0. Go with the current direction 0 to 1 limit. Initial to final, then here initial is 1 and final is 0. For that reason the integration limit is going to be, x is varying for the side BC, it is 1 to 0. Then go for integration, a simple integration, you will be getting after solving minus 20 ay minus 10 az newtons. Next in the same way go for calculating for C to O. Go in this direction, then it is parallel to the y axis, therefore our DL is going to be taking here as dy into ay. Then the limit is going to vary from here with respect to y, you have to take here. Here it is y is varying from 2 to 0. Therefore, integration limit is 2 to 0. Then go for integration. You will be getting after integration as 40x plus 20 az newtons. Then add of all the sides. Then you will be getting as total force. That's going to be FOA plus FOAB plus FBC plus FCA. The sides, all the sides you have to go with. Then we will be getting as 0 force. Almost you will be getting as 0 force only. Okay. Then what we want? Then we want the total torque. You can use the direct equation. T is going to be I ds cross with B. The loop is placed in the xy plane. Hence that is z is going to be 0. The plane with the dimensions of the rectangular, it is as 1 cross 2. Therefore, why it is 1 cross 2? X is of what now? It is 1 unit. Then y is of what? Observe here, based on the coordinate values what it is given, based on that we can guess what is the length it is having. For that reason, what is the y it is having? It is 2. 0 to 2 means 2. Again 0 to 2 here it will be same. Then x is 1. For that reason 1 cross 1 into 2 here it is taken. Then ds is going to be 1 into 2 into az. which coordinate system is not there, that you have to take as here. The 2 into Az. Then substitute in the equation, you will be getting that total torque is going to be minus 20 ax plus 20 ay Newton meter, or else if you can take the 20 as common, 20 minus ax plus ay Newton meters. This is what the torque you will be getting off. Then two long parallel conductors are separated by 2 centimeters in air, carrying a current of 100 amperes flowing in the opposite direction. Find the force per meter length of the conductor. What is it given? There are two parallel conductors are there with separated by 2 centimeters, and current what it is carrying is of 100. Therefore, I1 and I2 is going to be 100 amps. The distance between the separation of two parallel lines is going to be 2 centimeters. Therefore, I can write 2 into 10 to minus 2 meters. Then we know that is mu is going to be equals to mu naught into mu r. That is going to be equals to mu naught because it is in a air carrying. For that reason, for air mu r is going to be equals to 1. Then the force per meter length. Before going to take the equation of which one you have called, in which factor they asked for us to find out, that you have to consider here. For that reason, force per meter length F divided by L it is taken. That's going to be equals to mu I1 I2 divided by 2 pi d. This direct equation. Just go substituting here. For mu, that is 4 pi into 10 to minus 7. Then I1 I2 divided by 2 pi d. Then we're going as 0.1 Newton per meter. As the current in the parallel conductors are flowing in opposite direction, the force will be force of a repulsion. It is not it is repulsion in between of the two parallel plates. This is one problem. In exams, almost the problems will be like this problems it will be asking for. It's for 4 marks or 5 marks questions. The derivation part what we taken in the previously our previous problems what we solved, those will be asking for 6 marks. Then a current element 4 centimeter long is along y-axis with a current of 10 milliamps flowing in y direction. Determine the force on the current element due to the magnetic field. If the magnetic field is of H is going to be 5 AX divided by mu ampere per meter. This question it is given for us. Here the magnetic field asked, we want the force on current element. What is the actual force equation for us? We know this is the force exerted on a current element in a magnetic field is given as F is going to be I dl into B. This equation we know. But the current element is of a 4 centimeter long, that is 0.04 meter long, we can write it. It carries a current of 10 milliamps. What is the question it is given? Such same thing it is taken in the y direction. The magnetic field what is given for us is of H is going to be 5 by mu AX amperes per meter. The relationship between the magnetic field and to the B, that is flux density, we know the equation, that is B is going to be mu times of H, right? Therefore substitute for here, mu H is 5 by mu will can cancels, you will be getting as 5 AX Tesla. Therefore the force exerted by given, just you substitute for B in this case, then you will be getting as I. What is I for us here? It is current is of 10 into 10 to minus 3 milli for that reason. Then what is our DL? They already given. What is the separation between that? That 0.04 AY, y direction. Observe what is the separation is in the y direction for that reason. 0.04 into AY, and B we got as 5 AX. AY cross with AX, you will be getting which factor next? It is minus of AZ. Cross product of AX, AY, AZ, those things you in the first module will be taken. Based on that, it will be coming as a negative sign here. Calculate, just multiply after this, then these three, then you will be as minus 2 into 10 to minus 3. That I can write here as minus 2 AZ milli newtons. This is the force what it is going to be exerting on this current element. This also carries for 4 marks. Next problem, here it is given a conductor of length 2.5 meter in Z is going to be 0 and X is going to be 4 meters, carries a current of 12 amps in minus AY direction. Calculate the uniform flux density. Here it is asked for B in the region. If the force on the conductor is of 12 into 10 raised to minus 2 newtons in the direction specified by minus AX plus AZ divided by square root of 2. This problem is asked for 6 marks in the question paper. Let we will be taking the B, that is they asked for us to find what is the flux density. For that reason, let BB, it is having BX AX plus BY AY plus BZ AZ. Some it's wrongly given, just go through that. BZ AZ Tesla. Then the force exerted on a conductor, we know that the equation is F is going to be I into dl cross B. We know what is the force, that is just you multiply here 12 into 10 raised to minus 12 into minus AX plus AZ divided by square root of 2. That's going to be I is nothing but our 12 in the minus AY direction, for that is minus 12 AY, and dl is meter is given as 2.5 cross with B that you have to substitute as it is. Then multiply here 12 into divided by square root 2, it's taken here. Then it has minus 0.0848 AX plus same 0.0848 AZ. That's going to be equals to, multiply here, you will be getting as minus 30 AY cross with BX AX plus BY AY plus BZ AZ. This 30, it's divided it here in this case. Then you bring as minus first it written, multiply this minus sign on both sides. Other than that, you can take minus 30 towards the RHS, LHS, then divide it by both the factors. You'll be getting as 2.826A7 into 10 raised to minus 3 AX. Observe here, minus of minus plus, again plus into minus, minus will be getting as then the same value into AZ you will be getting out. Then AY AX you will be getting as minus BX AZ. AY is going to be AY cross with AY is 0. Then AY with AZ you will be getting as plus AX. It is anti-clockwise direction, for that reason minus you will get. It's a clockwise, for that reason you will be getting the plus sign. I hope you remember how to take clockwise and anti-clockwise. Then comparing the both the equation so that I can find what is our BX is now. BX is going to be with respect to AZ. For that reason, this one, these two, and this and BZ is going for. Therefore, BX is going to be 0.8267 into 10 raised to minus 3. In this case, BY will not got. For that reason, value is going to be 0 only. BZ is going to be 2.8267, almost same values only, into 10 raised to minus 3. Therefore, what I can write, the total flux density is going to be, that is B is going to be 2.8267 into 10 raised to minus 3 AX plus 2.8267 into 10 raised to minus 3 AZ Tesla. Then I can write it in terms of milli. Just here you can write it off. A simple problems. Then a next problem is of a conductor of 4 meter long lies along the y-axis with the current of 10 amps in the AY direction. Find the force on the conductor if the field in the region is in region of B is given as 0.005 AX Tesla. Then a force exerted on this current carrying conductor in the magnetic field B is given as F is going to be IDL into cross with, if you should not tell into, it's a cross with the B. Then given data are I is the given, that is 10 amps, DL 4 meters, B already everything is given, just you have to substitute in the equation, that's it. Substitute in the equation, AY into AX is of what? you'll be getting as ay to ax. Az you will get f is going to be 10 cross with 4 into cross with 0.05 ay ax will be getting as minus a z. That's why here it is taken ay but it's az. Here it is mentioned correctly but here it is done wrong. Just make those corrections while you are writing the notes. Okay, you'll be getting as minus 2 minus az newtons. Next, again find the force per minute meter length between the two parallel wires separated by 10 centimeters in air carrying a current of 10 amps in the same direction. Here two parallel wires are given. Then the force equation is going to be F is going to be equals to mu I1 I2 L divided by 2 pi D you have to take. For observe here the what is the wires are placed in air. For that reason mu r is going to be equals to 1. Therefore mu is going to be equals to mu naught, that is 4 pi into 10 raised to minus 7 Henry per meter. Then d is 10 centimeters. I1 I2 the same current will be flowing the both the lines. For that reason wires 10 amps will be getting off. Therefore find in one more thing, what's they asked, find the force per meter length. Therefore F divided by L you have to take. Then remaining part mu into I1 I2 divided by 2 pi D you will be getting. So substitute all the values here. You will be getting as 0.2 meters milli Newton per meter. Just equations you have to remember, then go on substituting, will be getting off. Then a point charge of Q is given 18 nanocoulombs, has a velocity of 5 into 10 raised to 6 meter per second in the direction AV. It's given, that is 0.6 AX plus 0.75 AY plus 0.3 AZ. Calculate the magnetic force exerted on the charge by this field. The fields are given here as first one, E is given minus 3AX plus AY 4AY plus 6AZ kilovolts per meter. B is given as minus 3AX plus 4AY plus 6AZ millitesla. Then B and E acting together. Here it is separately acting. When both are acting together, what is the value we have to find out. Total is of what? F in terms of E, F in terms of B, and F in terms of both B and E. We have to calculate. The given charge is given as 18 nanocoulombs, that you have to write here. Then velocity, it's given as V into AV we should take, in which direction is going for. For this reason, V into AV is going to be, V is of what? 5 into 10 raised to 6 into the whole AV, that you have to multiply here. Then the electric field, electric force exerted by E on charge Q is given by Fe is going to be, you know this, Q into E. E already given for us, that you have to take here, Q into E. Then multiply this, then you will be as minus 54 AX plus 72 AY plus 108 AZ mu newtons. Then the magnitude of the force exerted on a charge is given by mod of that. Fe is going to be, take the square root and each element is square. Then you will be getting as 140.58, or else I can write it as 140.6 micro newtons. Then the second one is the magnitude force exerted by B on charge. Again, equation is going to be Fm, here it is taken, Q into V cross B. These equations are very important. You should remember this. QV cross B. We know what is our V, that you have to Q into V cross with B. Go with the determinant of these. Multiply 18.18 10 raised to minus 9 for the throughout. Then you will be getting as go for using of the determinant to solve this. AX, AY, AZ. The values what you get after multiplication, you will be of 0.054, 0.0675, 0.027, then minus 3 into 10 raised to minus 3, 4 into 10 raised to minus 3, 6 into 10 raised to minus 3. Then you will be getting the value as 297 AX minus 405 AY plus 418.5 AZ into 10 raised to minus 6 newtons. Then we have to find the what is the magnitude. Take the square root and squaring of the each element. Then you will be getting as 653.74 micronewtons. This is what we got in terms of electric field intensity and in terms of magnetic field intensity, magnetic flux. Then what we want? The total we want. If you want the total first, just you add the both Fe and Fm. Just you can go with here adding the whole Fe with the Fm. Then take the total force is going to be square root of each element's square. Then you will bring as 668.68 or else nearly 668.7 micronewtons. This is will be getting off. Next problems, you can go through that. Though everything is same concept, it will be repeating the parallel same loop. Where it is placed towards the x-axis. That's it. The last two problems are like your assignment. It's the same problem what we taken the previously. For that reason, I'm not going to take off the last two are assignment problems. You can solve in the assignment book. Again, I'm not giving the assignment. Whichever I gave, that you have to write it in assignment and you have to submit.